people, my people, thank you to the many now followers and subscribers, because I got a YouTube channel, I've got an Instagram page. I'm a multimedia mogul. It's as simple as that. So, it's no great mystery. It's not news. I live down in Melbourne southeast, not far from Monash Uni, where I have recently graduated. Now, down here, it's if Melbourne is the epicenter of Australia's gin culture, then I think the southeastern suburbs with Boat Rocker, Urban Grounds happening, we're kind of like where the earthquake happens. It's late at night when I do this, because I found out that doing the reviews during the day and then showing up for smelling of alcohol to pick kids up from school in their classrooms was not a particularly good look. So I now do these reviews late at night, which probably explains the haggard expression I've got. Anyway, I went off to get lucky. I got really lucky. And I must admit, I have visited the distillery I've been to, that I'm about to channel, before. But this was about as the pandemic was beginning to hit. So like everything else, everything went sideways. And I hadn't made it back. And I said to Selena, look, Saturday night, date night, let's just run away. Got the babysitter in. Let's piss off. And why don't we go to a place that we really liked? So we went to St. Felix, which I first heard about online because it was making a brandy. I'm not going to review a brandy. This is a gin channeling channel. Yeah, it's I channel gins. I let gins do their talking. So as much as I'd love to review the brandy, it's not going to happen. But this is their signature gin. It's the Wild Forest gin, and Urban Ground is in Mordialloc. It's basically near Mordialloc Creek. It's not far from the bay. Look, throw a stone pointing west and you're going to hit a seagull. It's really close. So it's down that neck of the woods. It would be the closest to the bay, with the possible exception of Patient Wolf, which is in the South Bank. Anyway, we're not going to be picky over it. Okay, it's in Mordialloc. Mordialloc's a bayside suburb. It's not far from it. We're going to hear the sound of happiness. And we're going to have a crack at this baby. It's a dry gin that's really big on the juniper. We all know, coriander. We all know I love a raw dry gin. Now, the writer, a fortuitous experiment with mastic gum led us to the surprising, enticing, fragrant gin. We combined pot distillation and maceration with pine notes, a Greek mastic gum paired with a bouquet of aromatic herbs. So basically, a big shout out to Lachlan. Lachlan was an absolute treat. Went down, had a tasting platter, and then helped herself to. I had myself a vegan pizza, and I think Selena. I was drinking, so I wasn't paying attention to what the wife was doing. Come on, I'm married. This is my second marriage. I'm good at just kind of ignoring things. So, I'll see what the front of the bottle says in the way of aromatic herbs. Okay, oh yes, Greek mastic gum, beautifully aromatized, juniper, angelica, rosemary, bay, and lemon myrtle. Oh, thank God! I was about to say they don't put in what they wrote. They put in. They do. Thank God. See, let's see how this goes. I definitely taste the mastic. Yep, and the lemon myrtle comes in right on there. It's got a very enticing citrus finish. So, right out of the bottle, it's very much a dry gin. Let's see what the smell says. Basically, it says, "Hi, I'm a dry gin." Let's see. Oh, more writing. My God. It's 42%, and it's got a really Wizzo type label. Look at that. It's got a sword on it. But yeah. So I am going to pour 2 liberal helpings, and yes, I did do some channeling research, a lot of it. So good amount, and my other clean glass. Let's do this a good amount. So yeah, I had an absolute blast out of this joint on Saturday night. It's no great effort to hang out with Lachlan and hear what these guys are planning to do and be on the inside. So 2 tonics. There's the Fever Tree Premium Indian yellow can versus the Indian Indian tonic water and the blue can. So let's hear the third sound of happiness. There's the sound of cork coming out of a gin bottle. There's the sound of sleeping children, and then there's the sound of a can of tonic popping open. I'm going to start changing around my tonics. I have to go out and see what the effect of, say, Kapi or something like that has on these gins. Because this baby definitely brings out the dry notes and the citrus. So, again, it's citrus scents. Yet again, courtesy of Odin and Jen Asperger's urine like. Okay. Let's go for the yellow can. Let's see what that has to say. 4-hour effort for all my trouble. Okay, I'm presuming the yellow can, the premium Indian tonic water, is bringing out the mastic. I'll go out on a limb and I'll correct myself when I edit this, that mastic would be the same resin that is put in Retsina, the Greek wine. The fact that these guys have a write-up about mastic gum and a Greek island in ancient times of Chios, the celebrated mastic tree, bestowed good fortune and prosperity on the people. So I'm assuming that the yellow can is bringing out the taste of the mastic. Now, I'm reasonably certain that unlike Retsina, which gives me migraines due to the Retsina in Melbourne is hardly the best quality, and I was drinking an awful lot of it, the Preserver 220 was bringing out migraines. I'm reasonably certain that the mastic is not going to be giving me migraines. Sorry. Yeah. What it does do is make for a very, very, very drinkable gin. Extremely. I think Houston, the LA can wins tonight. We should give it a thunderous round of applause. Bravo! Now, what would I drink it with? I would drink it with, sorry, everything's coming out the back end this evening. Thank God this is not smell-o-vision. He's up on the legume sunshine. You're going to frighten your viewers by cutting like something that defies the words. What do I eat it with? Something reasonably light. I'm not thinking, steak with pepper sauce or red wine jus. I get something, fish and chips. Okay, I with this gin with this tonic water in it, I would knock it back with fish and chips, preferably homemade. So best quality fish, really good quality flour, really good quality oil. In Houston, we have a pairing made in heaven. Going back to the lighter one, which actually brought out all the lemon. See, it's gotten colder, so the flavour's changed, flavour profile's changed. And that's one of the nicest things about this. You whack an ice cube into something and then let chemistry and that take its journey. Yeah, I drink them both with fish and chips. Or a dessert would be a lemon sorbet. That way you have a real lemon hit. Sorry, I'm working both ends this evening. But nothing terribly overplaying. I wouldn't go a game meat or a steak and kidney pie or anything like that. I'd go something quite mild in flavour, something fish and chips, because fish is often quite mild flavoured. Bacalhau, the salted cod fritters out of the Caribbean and Portugal. They would also be a really good match for this gin. Well, Chios is an island, and this gin it's certainly got a whack of mastic in it. And Felix is lucky in Latin. So Saint Felix, who, off the top of my irreligious head, Felix was actually martyred. So Saint Felix, the lucky one, wasn't so lucky. He ended up dying a horrible death. But if you buy this gin, you're going to be truly lucky. It's going to be genuinely worth it. As for price, it's about $80 to $90. I was there on World Gin Day, and I got a 10% discount. So I went, great gin. I'd already tried the sampling powder, which I recommend. Go down to Urban Grand if you're in Melbourne. Chat to Lachlan, tell him Jen Asperger's sent you, Odin sent you, and he'll be just fantastic. But Lachlan gave me a 10% discount. So I've got to disclose that, because so far none of this is for free. And even if it was, I still wouldn't be accepting it. But discounts, yeah, I'll accept. So yeah, here's to being lucky with St. Felix and drinking it with fish and chips. Or a nice little white lemon sorbet. Thank you for watching. Please follow and subscribe. And next week, I guarantee I'll be going up to Hillsfall and channeling 4 Pillars Yuzu. That's the Japanese orange flavored gin, which Blake Morton, who, if you go back, was my guest presenter, and Blake has yet to return for reasons I'll have to go and speak to him harshly about. Blake actually got me the bottle. So thanks for watching. Get yourself a favour, be lucky, get down to Urban Ground and try St. Felix Wild Forest Gin and a couple of other gins that they do, including, and their brandy, actually in their native environment. Go and catch them in the wild. Go and do a bit of cramping and seeing the wonderful food trucks. And I will catch you next week with a trip to Hillsville, which is a bit that way, for a wonderful yuzu flavoured gin. I'm Odin, Gin and Asperger's. Subscribe, like and share, or follow. I'll catch you.